We're talking with Tularosa football today as their season gets underway this upcoming Friday. They'll make the trip over to Tier C and take on Hot Springs in Week 1. And joined by head coach Michael Felcetti. Coach, how are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
Fantastic. You want to introduce the 4 that you got with you today?
Got Ayden Esquero, Greene, Brooks Montoya, and Zaine Peralta.
All right. How you guys doing today? Good?
Yes, sir. Good.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Coach, you guys have gone through a couple weeks of practice. You've gone through your scrimmage. But first off, how was the off-season this summer? Did you get good participation from the guys?
It actually was pretty low in numbers this summer. The core of the team was there all summer long. It's just a weird dynamic with the kids that we have. We only have like 5 seniors, only 2 freshmen out this year, and so our numbers are a little down. But from what I'm hearing from other places around the state, this is like a common thing going around, and it is what it is. But it's been good. I mean, our 2-a-days have been real well. We've been able to go through our installments, and it's been real good. More positive than negative. I think this group's a little more spongy, I guess. They're absorbing more of the information. They're taking the coaching a lot better than groups in the past. It's not personal when they make a mistake, and they're kind of growing from that, and it's starting to show. And that's the real big positive right now.
Yeah. And you've had a couple of solid seasons in a row, and obviously you have to make the changes each year when you have seniors that graduate and all of that. But it certainly seems like the program is continuing to build some momentum. Are you guys feeling that?
I think that. I mean, and just like you said, like 2 years ago, we were lightning fast, no huddle. We didn't give anybody a break, but we had so much depth we could do that. Last year we tried to do that, and we kind of figured we're not quite in the same page, but with going the fast tempo, and it took us a while to identify who we were as a team. And so like the second half of the season, I felt like we were gaining some momentum, and we did real well going into district. This year it's going to be a different look. I'm not going to get into too much details because we're gonna slowly start exposing some of those new looks that we're giving, and we're kind of implementing that with the group that we have.
But I mean, you talked about them being sponges. You're having to change things up just based on the personnel that you have, and being able to be adjustable like that. I mean, I would imagine that's part of being a 2A football program. You've got to work with
adjust.
What you got.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. All right, we'll move over here to the guys and talk about. Well, actually, before we get there, let's talk about the scrimmage real quick. We were talking a little bit before we came on the air. You said that you felt like it went really well in Artesia.
Yeah, it went really well. We were, you go in like, man, I hope we do well every year, and in the past, it's like we finally get to see someone new because we've been going for a couple of weeks just to, practicing against ourselves, and when it starts to get live with someone, it's always different. And when this year, and it was, in the past, it was like roller coaster ride, and we do good and then do bad and then do good, do bad. This was just consistent, and that's what I really liked about it. Now, we still have things we got to clean up, but it was very promising.
Yeah, I know coaches. They're not obviously going to implement everything in the scrimmage. What are you looking for from these guys when you play a scrimmage? Because you don't want to show your all your cards in a game that doesn't count.
It's more execution and getting them to play at a game speed level. Yeah. I think that's the big thing, because when you're in practice, you always hey, we got to practice fast. We got to practice fast. It's got to be important. And I just felt that when we went out there, the big thing is we wanted to execute at a fast rate with confidence, and the big thing again is just executing and everybody doing their jobs. And overall, it was very positive on that part. Yeah, and again, there's things we got to clean up, and once we get them cleaned up, it's very promising.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, we'll move over here to Ayden now, and. How's the summer for you? Did you get to do anything fun, or just mainly doing sports stuff? Or
lots of fishing. I like fishing. Work. Yeah. I was working a lot over the summer as well. Football when I can. A little bit of health issues over the summer, so I'm working back into football. So I'm getting everything straightened out. So I'm ready to play.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad you're starting to feel better. So,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Where's your favorite place to go fishing?
I personally like to go to Grindstone a lot. That's where me and my buddies go most of the time. We go to Bonito a little bit and a little bit to Elephant Butte when we can.
Always nice to get out of the heat if you can go up into the mountains.
Yes,
and
sir.
doing that up there. And where do you work at?
I work at Tularosa Grove Pistachios with my buddy. Yes, sir.
Okay.
We're farm hands over there.
Okay, very good. Well, definitely in the heat out there, I would
Yes, sir.
imagine. A little warm. As for football side of it, how's the first couple weeks of practice gone for you? You said it sounds like you're kind of getting back into the groove of things. How has it been?
It's been good so far. The team looks a lot better than expected. I'm very impressed with some of the younger guys, and I'm very impressed with where quarterback's at right now. The team looks a lot better than people are expecting. And I'm surprised and very impressed with how well these kids are learning.
Okay. What positions are we going to see you out there in this year?
Playing wide receiver and strong safety for the most part.
Okay. And have those been your positions since you played previously, so you're used to those spots?
Yes, sir. That's usually where I'm at.
Okay. Where you talk about the scrimmage a little bit. What did that feel like to finally get to go up against somebody that's not your teammates?
So I didn't go to the scrimmage because of my health, but I did watch a lot of film on it, and they did amazing. They performed a lot better than people expected them to do. My grandparents went and watched them, and I was getting phone calls and updates every single time. They did great.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad to hear that everything went as well as they possibly could have hoped there. So, and what are maybe some things you're hoping to improve on this season, maybe from previous years that in your game?
I'm hoping to kind of be a little bit more level-headed, make sure I'm slowing the game down, and making sure everybody's doing their jobs right. Being older with a lot of younger guys, there's a little bit of tweaking you got to do on the field and helping the coaches out with the little things here and there. But for the most part, just playing my position the best I can.
And I mean, talk about it's not a big senior class, so there's guys are looking up to you guys as a group. And I've been asked this question a lot in a lot of the interviews recently of what are some things you wish you had known when you were a freshman, when you were a sophomore, that you can kind of impart on those guys and say, hey, this is, just be aware of this, or, maybe don't get down on yourself so hard, or things like that. What stands out to you?
Every year matters. A lot of people take freshman and sophomore year, kind of don't really matter. They don't take it very seriously because they're younger, and they let a lot of the older guys get a little bit more playing time. But, you use those years to build up as a football player. That way, when it comes time for you to get put in the game, you're ready for it, and they can rely on you whenever they need a backup or anything like that.
Awesome. Okay, very good. All right, we'll move over here to Graham. And how about you? How was your summer?
My summer was pretty good. I worked a lot, and I fished with Ayden quite a few. And football seemed pretty good over the summer. We got a lot of work in and learned a lot.
Yeah. So are you guys catch and release guys, or you catch and keep and eat?
Release most of the time.
Release most of the time. Okay, gotcha. What is it? I mean, I feel like younger people these days probably don't like to go fishing as much. I don't know how many. Are there a lot of young people out there like you that you see going out there fishing?
Well, we go in the morning, and the young people don't really want to get up in the morning too much. So
I hear you. Anything else going on in the summer for you, or
other than football, fishing, and work? Not really.
Where are you working at?
I work for my dad at Greene, Crane, and Rigging.
Oh, okay, very good. And that's something you're hoping to do after you get out of high school, or just doing it right now to help him out?
Well, I haven't really thought too far ahead on that, but so far, just right now.
Just right now?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
How about the football side of things this summer? Do you feel like you got in some workouts and stuff? Or?
Yes, sir. I think over the summer, I personally learned a lot, and I think I've gotten a lot better at some of the things I've been doing, and I think I'm definitely progressing from past years.
Okay. And where are we going to see out there this year?
Quarterback.
Quarterback?
And free safety.
Okay, so new for quarterback for you this year, right? Or did you play a little bit last year?
Well, I've always kind of hung in the back a little bit
for
my past couple of years, but this year I had to step up.
Okay. Are you excited about getting that opportunity this year?
Yes, sir. Real excited.
What's in terms of, being the guy now, what's the thing that has maybe surprised you the most about, being in that quarterback position?
It was kind of like it's a lot to think in your mind. It's a lot to take in all the time. I didn't realize that in the past, how much you really just have to know and understand everything. But I feel like I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, very good. And overall, where do you feel like your improvements, your biggest improvement is coming in going into the season?
My biggest improvement so far, I would say, is being able to read the defense and make decisions fast enough and be able to get the ball out.
Okay, and. You again, at quarterback, I don't think it matters what grade you're in, but you're a senior and you're a quarterback and being a leader. How do you kind of view your role in terms of helping guys out and the rest of the team? Maybe your fellow seniors, maybe the underclassmen. What is that for you?
Well,
like for you?
being a quarterback, you kind of have to know what's going on everywhere. So you got to just help out everyone wherever you can. Like if they don't know little things, just like Ayden said, help the coaches out with whatever, just little tiny things.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Move over here to Brooks now. And Brooks, where are we going to see out on the field this year?
You'll see me as receiver.
Okay. And that where you've played previously? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
And corner.
And corner. Okay. Do you have a preference, offense, defense, or?
I like a little offense. I like to be on offense.
Okay. All right. You want to score points and things like that. Not that you can't do that on defense, too.
I know defense is important, too. Just playing corner makes you my job.
Gotcha. Tell me a little about your summer. Did you get to do anything fun? Or?
Well, I went fishing, too. I like to fish a lot, too.
Okay. So were you going with these guys or just?
No. I went with another friend group. Oh, he was there for one. Graham was here for one.
A lot of fishermen in this team. So I mean, do you guys like compare and like say, hey man, I caught a bigger fish than you, or no?
Sometimes.
Okay.
We compete.
I didn't know if there was any like trash talk with fishing or not. I didn't. That was no, a little bit. All right. How was the first couple weeks of practice for you?
It went pretty good.
And how about the scrimmage? Was it good to finally get out there against some other guys?
It felt different.
Yeah.
Finally going out there, going against another team.
Okay. Where do you feel like maybe you're seeing improvement in your game going into the season?
I see myself improving in receiver, getting faster.
Same question that I asked to Ayden. I mean, is maybe helping the younger guys along, and maybe you don't have quite as much experience out there. What stands out to you that maybe you wish you had known when you were a sophomore or you were a freshman?
I guess that I would someday have to step up.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. Move over here to Zaine. Zaine, what was your summer like? Did you do anything fun or?
No surprise, I went fishing.
No way.
Right. I went fishing, I worked, and I did football.
Okay, very good. Same kind of places that these guys went fishing as well? Yeah, okay. And football part of it, does it make a big difference, you feel like, being involved with the team in the summer when you get around to that first couple weeks of practice?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Because in the summer, it shows like who wants to be out there and wants to be a part of the team and not just be along for the ride.
What positions are we going to see out there this year?
Linebacker and possibly running back.
Running back, okay. Positions you played previously? Or?
No, sir. I used to be a lineman.
Okay, so a little bit of a change up for you this year. Is that kind of exciting? You like being on that second line and then running back as well?
Yes,
yeah, okay. Do you have a preference, offense, defense, or
not really?
Yeah, just happy to be out there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, very good. How about the scrimmage? What did you take away from go over to Artesia last week?
I have a lot to work on. I played Mike Backer that day too, so new position right there. So I got to learn how to play Mike Backer instead of just outside backer as well. What
were some of the things you felt like afterwards you need to work on, or the coaches were kind of talking to you saying, hey, these are the things we'd like to see you improve on?
Slowing down, just rerouting a lot more.
Okay, all right, very good. Again, a senior, so the younger guys are probably looking up to you. What do you try to impart to them to help them when they're out there on the field or just in practice?
Take every little bit of coaching that you can get and improve every day at practice and at games. Watch film whenever you can.
All right, so obviously just learn as much as you can.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, very good. Coach, we've got these four here. Obviously, you guys are going to have a lot of other impact players out there. Who are some other people we should be watching out for with Tularosa football this year?
Ayden Esquero. You're going to have Omar Ramos. You're going to have Cade Lochner, Angel Schumann. Sam Baca is another one. I think he's going to be a big help to us as well. I just think there's the big thing I've noticed, I could just say like the ones that have been there this summer and working on things, a little bit of everybody's contributed, and that's what I think we saw at the scrimmage. It wasn't just like this person, that person. Everybody kind of stepped up. Joe Chavez would be another one. Brock. Josh Saunders, he's a sophomore. We had our sophomore group last year really step up and play, later in the season. So they're going to be juniors now, and that group is all pretty exciting, So just to point out a couple, I think when you talk about the team concept, I think that's what we're getting. It's like it's not just this guy and this guy, and certain positions are going to dictate a little more touches or notoriety. But I think what we noticed, like especially in the scrimmage, like everybody kind of stepped up and made plays when they needed to, and that's what we want as a coach. Is it starts to spread out, and it was pretty awesome to see.
All right. And it should be noted. If you didn't mention your name, obviously, there's a lot of kids on a football team, so
Yeah, I think to be honest, we plugged kids in spots at the scrimmage, and we always tell them you got to take advantage of the opportunities you get. And for the most part, they all did. There's some, we still got to work on some things, but for the most part, that was the exciting thing. The kids, when they got their opportunity, they just didn't spaz out, I guess. And that was very a very positive thing.
And just based on position groups, how are you looking in the offensive and defensive line? You like what you're seeing so far?
I'm pleased with them. We've lost a lot of size. I mean, we're not very big up front, but they're scrappy, and I'll take it. And they're wanting to work really hard to be successful. I'll just put it that way. So it's a different group where the last few years we've had some size and stuff. It's not going to be that. We're going to be quicker and smaller, and so we're trying to gear things more towards that.
Yeah. Receiver, running backs, positions, tight end. I mean, do you feel like you've got a good group this year?
A very solid group. I mean, all around. And that, going back to the scrimmage, we had guys step up and make plays that day, and it was like everybody. It's hard to disperse because there's only one ball, but I mean, we had several people touch the ball, and that was what was cool.
Yeah. One, and quarterback's interesting. I think this is what your third different starting quarterback in 3 years. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously you've had guys learning from previous, the previous guy before him, but everything's always a little bit different with a different quarterback, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing that transfers over is our base system has been the same. So we've added different looks, but it's the same thing, and I think that's helped, and especially with Graham. We go through things, and I think all we've really had to do is teach him hey, this is the fine details you have to look for, and that's been real impressive with him so far, and he's made some really good decisions and taken care of the ball so far.
And how about your linebacker and your secondary core? You think those are going to be solid?
They're a solid group, very solid group, and like I said, we were able to plug and play people in there, and we didn't really lose much from that, so that's been a positive.
Yeah, because I would imagine your receiver and running back crew are kind of the same as the linebacker and secondary. Usually.
Yeah, I mean it's simple rules. They've grasped it. I think some of them get when you move them. We try to encourage them to learn more than one spot. I think what happens is it's all very interchangeable, but I think some of them they enjoy playing certain spots more than others because of comfort level and stuff, and that's been good. And then what's been real good, I guess, saying this group's really like a bunch of sponges is we lost a lot of starters from the previous year, but these kids, they stepped up into their roles, and they've been following the system, and I think we're seeing that, and so it's not like we're trying to reteach anything, we're more fine tuning.
Yeah. And you've also been able to keep pretty consistent with your coaching staff as well, same guys that have been helping you out?
Yeah. And that's been good, because the first year, there's only one coach left from my first year.
Yeah.
So the last 3 years, it's been pretty much the same group. And so I think we're starting to see the benefits of that too.
All right, move back over here to Ayden, and going to see you out in any other sports this year?
Yes, sir. I play baseball.
Okay, so you'll take a break in the winter time and then come back for that?
Yes, sir. We usually end up lifting at the end of football season up until the start of baseball.
Okay, very good. You hoping to continue athletics after high school? Or?
No, sir. I plan to go to the military.
Okay.
I want to end up being a state cop.
Oh, okay. What branch of the military are you hoping to get into?
Probably the Air Force.
Okay. And so obviously you want to get into working in the police side of things in the military?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What got you interested in wanting to become a police officer?
It's just been something I've been interested in since I was very young, games and things like that. And I just really enjoy it, like the law side of things and like law enforcement. It's always just been something I've been very interested in. My papa was going to be a game warden, so he kind of worked me into that. And I was kind of like, I'd rather be a cop than a game warden. But, it's always just been something I've kind of wanted to do, and then the military as well. So it's just a little bit of both.
All right, very cool. You set any goals for yourself for your senior year? Is it mainly team goals? I mean, what's your mindset going into the season?
I want to be there for the team. I want to do the best I can for these younger guys and lead by example. Show them what to do, and hopefully not what not to do, but show them where they need to be at, and kind of help them grow into players. So when we're gone, he has people who know what they're doing and seniors that are ready to keep the same thing going with leadership.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right, over here to Graham, and do you know what's well? First off, what else are we going to see out playing this year?
Baseball and track.
And track. Okay,
Yes,
so you're going to be very busy in the springtime.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What position do you play in baseball?
I pitch and play left field.
Okay. Ayden, I didn't ask you what position you play out there.
A little bit everywhere, but I mainly catch. I like catching.
Okay. All right. Very good. And then Graham? What are we going to see you doing at track and field? Is there an event in particular?
Yes, sir. I run the 800 mostly.
And hoping to continue sports after this, or
no, sir? I don't think so. I don't really. I'm going to go to college for something, probably engineering type, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you know where you want to go to college at yet?
No.
No. Okay. Do you know what kind of engineering, or not sure?
Probably like structural.
Structural engineering. Okay. What got you interested in doing that?
Well, like working for my dad, I've always just been interested in like building things, and I don't know. That's kind of just that's what I like to do, build stuff.
How about, hey, this is your last chance to go out there and play Tularosa football. I mean, is there kind of goals you're setting for yourself this season?
Well, I think the goal for me is just be better than I've been and to just keep getting better. And then same thing, the goal for our team is I hope we can be better than we've been in the past and just keep learning and make the group better next year.
Okay. All right. Very good. Over here to Brooks, and how about you? What else are we going to see you doing this year?
You'll see me in track and field.
Okay. And which events we'll see out there?
I do mostly distance, mid-distance, not long distance.
Okay. Gosh, so more like 800, 1600 is your bag. Okay. All right. Very good. And you hoping to continue doing sports after this, or is this it for you?
I'm still looking.
Okay.
I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do after high school, but I know time's not really on my side, so I have to pick something.
Gotcha. All right. If you had a choice to pick a sport, would it be football, would it be track and field, or hey, if you got to do either, you'd be happy?
I'm happy with both. I really love both. It's kind of hard to choose one.
All right. So are you hoping college is next for you, or is there something else you're thinking about maybe getting into? Or
I was thinking about criminology.
Okay. So hoping to get into law enforcement in some way. Okay, cool. Awesome. Very good. Any reason what got you interested in doing that, or?
Well, I just always used to watch a lot of cop shows and a lot of stuff, and
looks interesting.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. That's good. We'll move over here to Zaine, and how about you? What else are we going to see you doing this year?
Just track and field after football.
Okay. And what do you do in track and field?
Anything but long distance.
Okay. So you'll run short distances and you'll throw and you'd be happy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. We'll look forward to seeing you doing that out there. Are you hoping to continue athletics after this, or?
Not really.
Just going to enjoy your senior year and have fun with it. Okay, that's cool. Do you know what's coming up for you next after high school, or not sure yet?
College or the military.
Okay. Do you have an idea, like career that would be interesting to you that you'd like to get into, or?
If I go to college, probably culinary or something like engineering based or something like that.
Okay, cool. Interesting. What got you interested in doing culinary stuff? You just like to cook?
Yes, sir.
Coach, with this group and, with Tularosa football, the expectations are always pretty high. You guys feel like, you should be a playoff team every year and compete in district every year? Is that kind of the mindset going into the season?
I think, that's the mindset. I think it's the same thing as the previous year. State rankings came out, kind of have a chip on our shoulders again. And we went out last year and proved a lot of people wrong. I think it's kind of the same thing this year. But our expectations don't change. Get in the playoffs, have a successful season, and try to take it a step further. And I think each year we've attained those goals. The first year we made the playoffs, got knocked out. The second year we made the playoffs, had a higher ranking, but ended up losing. This last year we ended up as a top 4 team, and we had a lot of bad things go wrong in that playoff game. This year, I think our goal is to do the same thing, but take it a step further. So, but yeah, that's our expectations, playoffs, and see how far we can take it after that.
And there's no doubt you guys are in the toughest district in the state yet again this year.
No doubt.
It's not even a question. Nobody's going to argue that point. But, it's one of those things that, metal sharpens metal kind of thing.
Well, it is. A lot of people didn't realize, but 4 of the teams out of our district were in the top 6 last year in the playoffs. So that right there explains how tough our district really is. It is a battle every week when district comes rolling around.
And you guys, you went over there and won that huge game against Eunice last year and scored some victories that maybe, as you talk about, people didn't expect you to go out there and get. And that's, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit of the mindset of Tularosa as well as, it's okay to have that chip on your shoulder because sometimes it gives you that extra motivation.
Yeah, I think, we tell the guys the most important people to believe in what we're doing is the group that's there working because there's a lot of doubters out there, and we hear it, and that's fine. To me, that's something that just fuels me, and hopefully it fuels these young men as well. But I honestly think we'll see how things turn out. I think we're going to surprise people more this year than we have in the past.
All right. Well, again, opening Friday night will be in TRC, and then first home game's the 29th for you guys, or is it every 2 weeks down the road?
I think it is the 29th, first home game, and I think it's against Ruidoso.
Yeah. Yes, August 29th against Ruidoso. And, I mean, it's a challenge, and it's also, I mean, that's a rivalry. I mean, you guys, both teams want to beat each other.
Yeah, I mean, so, like, this week, Hot Springs, a lot better than they have been in the past. The coach is doing a good thing with them. I mean, it's not something we look and say, oh, this is an automatic win. We got to go in. We're going to have to be prepared. And then the following week, like you said, it's a rivalry game. I wasn't expecting it when I first got here. I didn't understand it. But after the 4 years, I get it. And, they're improving. And, like I tell everybody, it doesn't matter. Rivalry game, you throw everything out the window because there's just, everybody has a different meaning for everybody. So you're going to get the best out of whoever you're playing in a rivalry game, and we don't expect anything different from them. We just want to continue our success with them and try to get that win as well. But it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. Well, that'll be, I'm sure, a raucous environment and a lot of fun for the first home game of the year, so we'll look forward to that on the 29th. Coach, thanks for bringing these guys in. Thanks for coming in, guys, and wish you best of luck this season. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.